Enter into the world of grassroots football development. It's season 11 as Channels Television, in collaboration with Eco Football, brings you the biggest stage in youth football development in Nigeria.
A quick look up, a right well shot, good keeping underneath the crossbar. That's a stupendous goal. Not shy shooting.
Catch the excitement as school teams do battle for the ultimate prize.
15 minutes gone, a phenomenal goal. Brilliant goal! What an equaliser!
Channels Kids Cup, catching them young.
To the Agege Stadium, the soccer temple as it's famously called in this spot. It's an interesting game we have on our TV screens right now. Ogun up against Kaduna, the second game for each of these sides. And that's the whistle for kickoff. The referee has started the game already. Ogun playing from right to left, kicking us off. Remember, they are in all green, while the team from Kaduna are in grey with a touch of white. Play there from the boys from Kaduna to get that free kick in quickly. Unfortunately, the couldn't time is wrong. That's a wonderful flick on over the goalkeeper, and it is the first goal of the game in really bizarre but amazing fashion. They got the ball into the back of the net. It was ruled out for offside, but a clearance right from his half, and it was flicked on brilliantly. Ball is sent forward from Kaduna. That's a deflected header, and it is the second goal of the game in very comical fashion. And you can't say it is against the run of play because the boys from Kaduna have mounted all the pressure in this first half. Wonderful free kick a few seconds ago that almost found its way to the back of the net, and now it's a chase between the defender, mix up at the back between the goalkeeper and the defender, and that fell on the plate. Up yet again, a delicately passed ball, and that's a wonderful save. It's an amazing save from Ayodele Emmanuel, but nothing he could do about the rebound. And it is 4-0. But a wonderful crossing from Team Kaduna, deft touch to bring the ball under control. The goalkeeper, not a prayer, not a chance whatsoever, but it's a chance now. Wonderful control, it goes for goal. And in really, really bizarre fashion, the fifth goal goes in. 5-star performance, I must say, for the boys from Kaduna. And Ayodele Emmanuel, who had been so good in the first half, a moment he would like to forget, a heads-in-hand moment there. And to say it's been a 5-star performance is a gross understatement from these boys from Kaduna. The ball is sent in and it's repelled, and that will be the full-time whistle. It's been an amazing performance here, but not so great for the boys from Ogun. It's finished at the Agege Stadium, the soccer temple as you know it here. Team Kaduna 5, Team Ogun 0.
All right, that's one of the highlights coming from the Channels International Kids Cup Kaduna. And of course, the other school, they lost 5-0. What a way to start their second game. Hello and welcome to Sport This Morning. I'm Cecilia Morgan.
It's great to have you join us again. I'm Taya Salam. We asked for the goals yesterday, and Team Kaduna absolutely delivered for us. Unfortunately, the team from Ogun State was on the receiving side. Yeah, but that's football, you know, at times for you. You just need to learn how to rebound and come back from whatever defeats you might have faced in the past. All right, then let's get on with the show now. Let's start with the Channels International Kids Cup. It enters match day 3 today. We've seen 2 match days already, and it's been fun and excitement all through today. Teams will be trying to secure the spot in the quarterfinals. Some teams are already on their way home, but it is what it is. Game
it is what it is.
Day 3. Channels International Kids Cup season 11.
School from Benin Republic are already through to the quarterfinals. The last time they came, they didn't win anyone, but this time around with 6 points, they are into the quarterfinals. All right, also on the program, we're talking about this one, the FIFA World Cup 2022. FIFA is sticking with 32 teams because they didn't get enough after most analysis and all that respect and everything. They had to decide to okay, let the option not start now. The option is going to start in 2026. So right now, 2020 World Cup will be having 32 teams, no expansion to 48 as earlier projected.
Oh, fantastic! I mean, I didn't understand why this was an issue in the first place. It was originally agreed that 48 teams will play the 2026 FIFA World Cup, not 32 teams. I'm glad we're sticking with just 32 sides. Also on the show, this time in the Olympics, Tokyo 2020 is just around the corner, and there's big news coming for boxing fans out there. The IOC has recommended that boxing should retain its sport for the Summer Olympics, despite all the corruption charges facing IBA at the moment. But there's a caveat to that one. IBA will not be responsible for staging this tournament.
It's still suspended, that's what it means.
That's what it means, but there will be boxing, which is the bottom line for, imagine a Summer Olympics without boxing. It's such a setback for Nigeria, for example. A lot of great young boxers are looking for that platform, to excel, and imagine not being able to go to the Olympics to show what you're capable of doing in the boxing ring would have been a major setback. But thankfully, the IOC is retaining boxing for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, and that's where we start the show from today.
Yeah, absolutely. We know that boxing is going to be keeping its place at the Olympics, but then the thing is, IBA, the governing body, the amateur version, is still suspended because the IOC has said that, look, they needed to clear their house and all that. Financially, they've been culpable, and that's why they came up with this decision. The best thing is, okay, the boxers would not have to suffer from what the governing body is doing. We've seen, you mentioned how it would have been a setback for some boxers, especially in Nigeria. F.A. Jagba, for instance, remember,
made a name
at the Olympics and all that. He may not have won any medal, but then his fight and all that was really remarkable.
And what has happened to him since then now?
He's in the US right now.
He's in the USA because there were scouts that saw the potential in F.A. Jagba, and he's in the US now. He's turned pro. He's knocking out opponents left, right, and center, still unbeaten.
Yeah.
So that tells. Like you said, it just makes perfect sense. I think common sense has prevailed eventually, coming from the IOC, not letting or not making the boxers themselves suffer. So fantastic news for boxing out there. Let's take a listen now to the IOC president, Thomas Bach, and what he has to say on the inclusion of boxing for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics.
The IOC Executive Board has decided that there will be a boxing tournament at the Olympic Games 2020 in Tokyo, and that there will also be an appropriate qualification system for the boxers. At the same time, the IOC Executive Board has decided to recommend to the IOC session to suspend the recognition of IBA. We wanted to ensure that on the one hand, the athletes can continue to live their Olympic dream, and that they can look forward to take part in qualifications and then at the end in the Olympic Games.
As IOC President Thomas Bach, talking about recommendations, which are still subject to approval at IOC session in Lausanne. That's going to be on June 24th. So, but it looks like I think it's done and dusted. I think the approval is just going to be,
a seal.
Yeah, just a seal, really. Yeah.
Okay.
So there'll be boxing at the Tokyo Olympics, and
absolutely. I'm delighted with that too. IBA, clean your house, and you'll get reinstated. All right, let's go straight to what's happening in Poland right now, talking about the Flying Eagles. The FIFA Under-20 World Cup starts today, and of course, we know the Flying Eagles of Nigeria, they are there, and they'll be playing tomorrow. We'll be hooking up with the media officer, Andrew Randa. He'll be talking to us this morning, tell us about what's been happening to the players from when they arrived, from when they left Germany and get into Poland, and also having a training sessions with the NFF president and some other dignitaries visiting them, and also knowing that just yesterday they had the FIFA actually, putting them through the rules of the games and all that. Some of the things that have actually changed that these players are really not aware of. Andrew, good morning. It's good to have you here.
Hello, Cece. Hello, everyone. Good morning, Nigeria.
Good morning. Okay, tell us what's going to happen today. We know the training, they started intensive training. So, well, immediately they arrived from Germany and all that. We've seen some of the stuff that have been going on with NFF president visiting them, also having some ambassadors and FIFA also, educating them on the rules of the game. The mood in the camp right now, what's it like?
It's been a beautiful experience. The players are really, really happy. The bond between the players is incredible, to be honest with you. And, everybody's just geared up and super excited to go into the game against Qatar. Like you rightly said, we got a few visitors, especially from the Nigerian embassy in Warsaw. They're here, and a few other Nigerians have come to show their support. And the players are actually, really psyched up for the game. A lot of them keep talking to themselves that, they really want to, do Nigeria proud, do themselves proud, make their families proud too. So everybody knows what's at stake here, and we're not just here to make up the numbers. Everybody knows exactly why we're here, and the players are really, really pumped up.
Yeah, some of us don't really know why they're there. What's the target? Is it to win the World Cup? Nigeria has never won it at under 20 level, but they've been African champions before. What's the target? Do they have any target within themselves that they're telling themselves right now?
Look, virtually every player I've spoken with says they want to win the World Cup. That's all they talk about. Personally, from a personal perspective, I really do think these kind of tournaments are for development of the game, even though I really, really love Nigeria to win. But that being said, I've spoken to a lot of players, and everybody here, none has said they don't want to win the World Cup. Everybody's geared and psyched up to win the World Cup. That determination is what actually makes me very happy. So for me, I'm just trying to love, the development and the progress I've seen from the players. But I would really, really love for Nigeria to win the trophy. And that's all the players have been talking about.
Yes, Andrew, of course, it's all about winning the trophy for the first time for Nigeria. Let's talk about the team now. They've been in camp for a few weeks now, intensive training and all that. What is the state of health? I mean, in terms of, do you have serious injuries going into tomorrow's match against Qatar?
No. Everybody's fit and fit. The training yesterday was brilliant. We had a bit of a scare yesterday. One of them went down, but he was able to stand up and continue training. So it's been really, really nice. Everybody is in top form, and everybody's ready to go. No injury concerns whatsoever. And really, I kind of like envy Coach Paul Abogun. He's spoiled for choices, and I can't wait to see how he's going to put his team out tomorrow.
Can't wait for that. Knowing that we're facing Qatar, the first opening game, and you guys may have seen them, maybe watched the clips, seen them play. We saw how they actually shock, most countries. We didn't expect them to even get to this stage, but they're here right now. Will it be a threat to the Flying Eagles?
I think it'll be a threat, not just to the Flying Eagles, but every other team. If you followed Qatari football for some time now, you do understand that they're an upcoming team. They won the Senior Asian Championships. Don't forget, they started the Aspire Academy about 11 years ago. Even our own Henry Onyekuru and a few of the other lads, even Uzoho Francis, all came through the Aspire Academy. So it shows you that they've got a proper plan in place for them to take over world football. So for me, it's not even about the Flying Eagles. I think they're a very, very strong team, and I think they're going to cause a few problems in this competition. But that being said, I really do think that Nigeria has enough to be able to overcome Qatar. Funny enough, we're in the same hotel with them. They're just a floor above us. So anytime we go for trainings or we're going down to eat, we meet them in the elevator in and around the hotel. So, but it's been fun so far, good sportsmanship. But, come Friday when we go into the pitch, we keep the friendship aside. And maybe when we get back to the hotel, I'm really optimistic for what I'm saying. We can do one over Qatar.
All right, then there's also the United States of America and Ukraine in Group D as well. So what are the players saying? I mean, which of the games are the players looking forward to playing the most? USA, Ukraine, perhaps Qatar?
Well, I think that they're really concerned about, like I said, we're going to take each game as it comes. We're not too focused on any team in particular. Coach Paul Abogun said his team basically is all about, his own team and not his opponents. He doesn't want to concentrate too much energies on other teams, but he's trying as much as he can to put his team in proper shape to meet any opposition, as time goes on. But again, a few players talked about Timothy Weah, George Weah's son, who plays for the United States and was a Celtic, last season. So they know a few of themselves. There's a Nigerian that plays for the US. He plays for FC Toronto. So the players are talking about a few other players, but the concentration basically is on our own team and how to overcome the other team. So no team in particular. We're more concerned with the Flying Eagles and what they can do, and they're trying to be ready for outside the group stage.
Okay. All
right, thank you so much, Andrew Randa, for breaking it down to us this morning. Hopefully we can get to celebrate after they win their opening game against Qatar. That's why the kind of threat they may pose for the Flying Eagles of Nigeria.
Yeah, we'll celebrate tomorrow.
Thank you. Andrew Randa is the media officer of the Under-20 Nigeria team. All right, this is the fixtures you have for today, Tayo. Tahiti and Senegal will open it. This will be followed by Mexico and Italy. You have Japan, Ecuador, and Poland and Colombia, the games for today. That's for the Flying Eagles. We're wishing them all the best. All right.
So tomorrow they'll take on Qatar. Yeah, when we come back tomorrow, of course, I will do a comprehensive preview of that again. Let's get back to boxing. Yeah, quickly before we go, we started. Manny Pacquiao and Kate Thomas started the promotion for the July the 20th bout in Las Vegas. They've continued it this time in Beverly Hills, and I think it's going to be an exciting one, Cecilia. I can't wait for it to happen. Manny Pacquiao, 40 years of age, taking on Kate Thomas, who's just 30. So 10-year gap there. Well, this young man is feeling cool with himself. He feels he's got the Pac-Man beaten definitely on July the 20th. Let's hear what they have to say. Again, this time in Beverly Hills, promoting the fight for July the 20th.
I choose Keith Thurman because I believe that we can bring a good fight to the fans. We can make more action in the ring. That's what I want, because I want to prove that at the age of 40 I can still fight toe-to-toe with my opponent.
Manny's never fought a fighter like me who has the lateral movement, the speed, and the power. He's fought people, that have speed. He's fought people that have power, but not all in one. And he's never fought somebody this young, this strong, this hungry. And I'm coming for him.